So this is the group game or family game, Black Card Revoked. Very, very funny game. They do have a few different editions. I've got the 5th edition and it is aimed at the age 13 plus. I don't think there's anything particularly offensive in the deck why it would be aimed at 13 plus. I mean, if it were, then it would be 18 plus. The reason I think it's got this age limit is because a child would need to have experienced certain things or have watched or been told certain things to really make the most of the game. Otherwise, they're just not going to understand much. So for example, I've got a card here. This is what it looks like on the back. And then this one is, in house party, what did partygoers break in play's mum's house? So, I mean, it's called Black Card Revoked. You're gonna introduce certain movies to your children, and if they've not watched some of these movies, if they've not been told certain things, you know, there's another one about what's something that you hear going to school. I can't remember the actual question, but if they've not gone to secondary school or high school, you know, they're too young, they're not going to have heard some of these things. So yeah, it's just things like that. So the age range is really based on what they would have experienced. But typically you're going to play this game with a friend group or family at Christmas. Let me just show the deck. So again, this is the box. It's not your typical deck of cards. It's quite thick. It says there are 80 plus cards in this. So I think by the way they've done it, you don't just buy the one box, you can buy and mix and match different ones. So different editions, there's not going to be any repeat questions in there. So again, this is the full deck. And then you've got variations of how you can use it. So house rules, you've got, if you want to play this game, as I said, it says 13 plus. You can't really see this card, but it says 21 plus. So it says instead of each player receiving a point for a correct answer, the player with the incorrect answer must take a drink. So it's just adding a spin to that game. I've forgotten the name of the game. Where you drink, oh, never have I ever. So you can play it in that way. So yeah, it's quite flexible. I'm looking forward to buying the other sets. Again, there are quite a few. I had no idea about this game until a friend mentioned it. So this is now added to game night. And yeah, definitely recommend Black Card Revoked.